Hello, hello, friends. We are here live on Tuesday, April 11th, 2023 for the daily transmission. Please say hello when you arrive. I am so happy to get to share even a minuscule moment of this day with you today because it's the luckiest day of the year, y'all. We have Jupiter Cazimi today. So for those of you who are maybe like, what the hell is that? That means that the sun is in direct conjunction with Jupiter. Hey, Danielle, good to see you. Oh my gosh, like, what? Hang on, I can't get lost in the fact that this is one of my yoga teachers from like, I don't even know, 2017 maybe? Shit. So good to see you. So with that said, it is the luckiest day of the year. This is a really great day for leaning into the spirit of infinite possibility. Now, with that said, let me point out the caveat that we have a void of course moon for like a good ass chunk of the day. Void of course moons is the time where we're a little bit more emotionally touchy, a little bit more sensitive, a little bit more reactive even. And so for those of us on the East Coast of the United States, this void of course moon started just before 7 a.m. and it goes until 1:30 in the afternoon. So this is a large portion of the day, no matter where you are. So keep in mind that yes, this is the spirit of luck and abundance and YOLO and sky's the limit and all kinds of other things. But just because you have an agenda or just because you want to do something does not necessarily mean that the world needs to like fall down at your feet or like cater to your whim. Later, of course, we've got the moon. If the moon is void, of course, in Sagittarius, then that means that in the afternoon, it'll be heading into Capricorn. So happy lunar return of the month for me. I think that this is actually, when you consider the fact that this Jupiter Cazimi is happening in an earth sign, and then we have the moon in Capricorn coming in to support that. Today, tomorrow, really good opportunity for letting yourself have conversations with other people that you might see as potential collaborators or people who would be good if you are a service provider. If you are someone who's in sales like me, maybe this is a good time for promoting something. Maybe this is just a good time for putting yourself out there and like reminding everybody what it is that you are here for. Because while this is the luckiest day of the year, the day where we are most in tune with the spirit of abundance and the spirit of possibility and the spirit of fun. I don't know. That is like big Sagittarius energy to me. So because we have all of that going on, and let's not forget, Venus moved into Gemini today. Gemini and Sagittarius, these are sister signs. These are opposing signs. So they have similar values. They just have a different approach. So while we have the moon in Sagittarius, leaving Sagittarius and heading into Capricorn today, we also have Venus entering Gemini. And so with all of that said, this is a time where we have opportunities all around us, and especially opportunities for things to like be materialized. This is not just in a like idealistic kind of way. We've got the power of the earth signs in our favor, friends. But with Venus and Gemini, I think that this energy is more like, don't settle for the first offer. Like keep your options open. Oh, I'm so talking to myself right now. I have a meeting tomorrow, or an informational meeting with someone, because I keep getting the hit to have a retreat. And that's a big, scary thing for me to say, big, scary thing for me to say out loud in a public setting. I've definitely told some of my private clients this. I've definitely told a few of my my yoga teachers this. The last 2 weeks, it has been just an inundation of downloads and just things coming together. And it's like I I conceived of this whole experience. And really the last thing that came out so organically like this was a program that sold itself without me even really needing to try. So all of that is good, right? Good energy. I'm in a good space. I'm in infinite possibility. I'm not in a space where I'm trying to figure out all the details, where I'm holding myself back because, oh, I haven't done that yet, or I haven't done whatever prerequisites I have in my mind. But I don't just say yes to this first call that I have tomorrow. This is probably a really good day for me to be even researching all different kinds of places, different locations, different times of the year, like how the weather is. I know that in Hawaii, there are certain times of the year that it's like, I remember living like up the mountain, and did you know it snows in Hawaii? I didn't when I first went there, was sorely underprepared, did not have what I needed to survive and thrive there. And so I think that it would be a good idea for me to do a little bit of research on the different countries and the different areas that it is that I'm considering for hosting a retreat. And then look up places like this one that I am having a meeting with, because I don't want to, I know, yes, the Big Island, this is a fun fact, friends. The Big Island of Hawaii has 11 of the 13 world climates just on that one island. You can snowboard and surf and go to the desert and go to the rainforest all on the same day. I mean, if you have the stamina. But anyway, so would be a good idea for me to do some research and not just say yes to the first place that I have a conversation with. This is not I don't get discouraged. I don't start getting bogged down by needing to figure it out and make it all happen myself, because that is isolation. That is not the spirit of support and abundance and generosity. And that's everything that the Jupiter Cazimi is here to show you. Now, with the Jupiter Cazimi being in Taurus, my friends, or I'm sorry, it's not in Taurus yet. I'm so projecting. I'm getting really excited because I know that I have a Jupiter return coming up. Jupiter is going to transition into Taurus soon. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, can we get there? No, it's not Taurus season yet, friends. It's still in Aries. So that much more, it's like, oh my gosh, excited. Oh my gosh, like, let me just say yes to this right away. If you know in your heart, in your bones, in your soul that it's a yes, that's one thing. But if it feels like I'm going to miss this opportunity, or if someone's putting pressure on you and it's like, oh, well, you have to sign now to get the $2,000 off, the answer is no. Okay. Because the pressure is not the same thing as like an excited, informed decision. So with that said, thank goodness that the moon in Capricorn is coming in to support us. Man, I really was rolling on that for a while with the earth signs, wasn't I? Because I'm just so, again, I know that it's coming, and it's coming really soon, because we are almost toward the end of Aries season. We've got a little over a week left. So I know that this is going to be kind of toward the end of the sign. Jupiter is going into Taurus just in a little bit. And so, yeah, I'm excited about that as someone who has my Jupiter in Taurus. But with that said, this is a really good time. Oh my gosh. And I'm just seeing this now, right? So the Cazimi is in Aries. We've got Venus in Gemini. Y'all, bless this moon coming into Capricorn. I would take the morning if you're on the East Coast. I mean, I guess if you're on the West Coast, it's like truly, truly the morning, because the moon will be out of its void of course period by 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. And so when the moon moves into Capricorn, this is more of a time where you're feeling grounded. Decision making doesn't feel so it can be exciting, but if it's only exciting and there's no grounding, I'm telling you, give yourself a bit, give yourself some time to breathe, give yourself even a night to sleep on it. If you don't have the time to sleep on it, it's probably not an aligned decision. And I can't say that definitively, black and white, only you can know yourself. But I'm just really, really wanting to emphasize that I can see there being the potential for people making excited, rash decisions today because it feels like it is the aligned thing to do, only for later you to have this, come to Jesus moment where you are like, oh my gosh, I really wish I hadn't done that thing. And yeah, you could learn the lessons from it, but God, do you have to? Like, can we skip it? Can we skip the pain? Can we skip the irritation? Oh, it is my pleasure. I'm so glad that you're here, Danielle. So something else I wanted to make note of, what was it that I wanted to make note? Oh, is that the sun is moving into a new gene key today. So we are moving into the gene key that is the 42nd gene key. This is the way of detachment. Oh man, I'm going to have a really great time unpacking that one. I probably will have a deeper conversation about it tomorrow because we've got enough to talk about. Hey, darling, so good to see you. But we've got enough to talk about with the Jupiter Cazimi and Venus entering Gemini. But I do want to point out that the sun has now moved into gene key 42. So, I mean, actually, let's keep that in mind, because if we've got the Jupiter Cazimi today, then that's happening in the 42nd gene key. Okay, so this is the way of detachment. It goes from expectation to celebration. Y'all, I swear it is like sometimes God writes these like astrological stories. I'm like, wow, it is so on point. I can't even handle, because Jupiter Cazimi, luckiest day of the year. Okay, the day where we are in the spirit of abundance, the spirit of YOLO, the spirit of good luck and good fortune, and the things being open and available to us and all around. For you to truly create and manifest in a healthy way, for you to have your, they talk about like, oh, like quantum leaping can be really shocking to your nervous system. I prefer like incremental growth. That's just me, my preference. I don't like my nervous system being shocked and having to like bring it into realignment constantly. I like being able to move forward every single day. Very Capricorn energy, I suppose. But what do they say in the manifestation community, right? In order for you to create what it is that you want, you have to what? Detach from how? Didn't I just say that? Don't try to figure it out. Don't try to, I know that you are in a spirit and in the energy of possibility today, and that we have all of these things that you want to do. Like, I want to host a retreat. I don't need to figure out exactly how I'm going to do that right now. I need to be in the spirit of celebration. Yes, the fuck, it's happening. I know it's happening. I'm going to detach from the how, from the when, from the where, from the why, from the how much, from the whatever. I'm going to get really into the energy of what it is that I want to create there and what it is that I want to see. Okay. Because once I get clearer on that, the more clear that you can see the picture of what it is that you are desiring, without necessarily having the expectation, oh, this is going to happen exactly like this, exactly like that. I've got to do this, and that, and all of this needs to happen. When we are trying to be in like total control, we are in the spirit of expectation. I'm expecting this to come through. I'm expecting it to come through right now, today, through this one window, through this one mechanism, right? And so when we can detach, when we can get into a healthy space of, okay, I know that this is for me and I am open to how it comes through. Bingo. That is where ease lives. Y'all, your mind is always going to try and make it harder than it needs to be. And you know that, because every single time that I get someone coming to me, one of the first things that they say is, I'm probably overcomplicating this, but I'm probably making this harder than it needs to be. But, and it's like, you already know that you're making it harder. You already know that your mind wants to overcomplicate things. And let's just be real. If you could figure out how to have the thing that you want, if you could figure it out, then you would be doing it. It would be done already. So let's just get into the spirit of celebration. Yay, Jupiter Cazimi here to support that. Get into the spirit of celebration. This is what's for me. This is why I'm here. Yay, fucking spirit. I am here to be a blessing and to be blessed. I mean, that is the best I can give you today, my friends. That is Jupiter Cazimi in a nutshell, especially given the fact that we are here in the 42nd gene key today. So I will be writing a little bit later today, actually probably like now, when I log off, the Venus in Gemini post. So if you want to read that, make sure you're subscribed to my Substack. If you want to get the horoscope for Venus and Gemini according to your rising sign, make sure that you are a paid subscriber on my Substack. It's $11 a month. You get all kinds of stuff. I also have a class I'm teaching next month. Go into the workshop library for all of the members. Super excited about that. Yeah, just all kinds of good stuff. Good things going on. I would love to hang out with you there. And that's it for today. Let me know. Oh my gosh, please come tell me in the comments here or like reach out to me on Substack, wherever. I want to know what kind of blessings are coming your way. What kind of possibilities, what kind of opportunities, what kind of conversations pop up for you today? And how do you feel about them? I'm going to leave it open. I'm going to leave that an open question so that you can come to the table and share your experience without it needing to look or feel or be directed in any specific kind of way. So what possibilities, what new windows have opened for you today? That's all I want to know. What kind of possibilities? And here's where I will leave you. In order for you to be able to recognize those opportunities, instead of just information in your field, in order for you to be able to see them as opportunities for you, you're going to have to know a little bit about what it is that you want to see. What do you want to create? What do you want to live in? And why? Why is that important to you? If you can get clear on those things, those are so much more clear, or those are so much more important for you to get clarity on than how are you going to do it? Don't worry about how. There's probably going to be so many people, so much support, so much that you can't even see yet. So just figure out what you want so all of that can be magnetized to you. And celebrate. Happy Jupiter Cazimi. Happy Venus in Gemini. I will catch y'all later on Substack, and I will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. for our next transmission. Bye, friends.